Oh, welcome to my study. Today I have a very serious topic to discuss with you. I would like to show you a documentary on the Nuremberg trials from the end of World War II. This is a very serious film, so please be respectful. Keep in mind that these are simply the facts as they have been presented to me. The interpretation you draw is up to you. The Nuremberg Trials, a series of 12 trials convicting German war criminals at the end of World War II. In this documentary, we will focus on the Major War Criminals Trial, which dated from November 20th, 1945 to October 1st, 1946. In this trial, 21 Germans were indicted for 4 crimes: conspiracy to wage aggressive war, crimes against peace, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. Of the 21 men indicted, 11 were sentenced to death. We will also take a closer look at 3 of the accused. Karl Donitz, a German Navy commander and president of the Third Reich after Hitler's death. Hans Fritsch, a radio announcer tried in the place of Minister of Propaganda Joseph Goebbels. And Julius Streicher, an anti-Semitic newspaper editor and the head of the Nazi Party in Nuremberg, who organized boycotts and vandalism against Jews. But why Nuremberg? Nuremberg was chosen as the location of the trials due to its association with the rise of the Nazi Party. The Nuremberg rallies were annual Nazi propaganda rallies, and the Nuremberg laws were the first major anti-Semitic laws passed, revolting Jewish citizenship and Jewish marriage rights. The Palace of Justice, 1945.
Grand Admiral Karl Donitz was known for being a relentless Navy commander. As fourth and final president of the Third Reich, Donitz was seen as a powerful leader. But his high rankings were only good enough to earn him a seat in the Palace of Justice in Nuremberg. In the palace, Donitz remains calm as he listens to the accusations being laid upon him.
Karl Donitz, you have been accused of conspiracy to wage aggressive war, crimes against peace, and war crimes.
In the war, Grand Admiral Donitz constantly issued orders to sink neutral ships. Once sunk, he would tell those in his power to leave any survivors, demanding that they not be saved. Nearing the end of the war, Donitz sent several of his own men to Reims, France. Among these men was a certain Alfred Jodl. Donitz told his men to negotiate surrender with the Allied forces, only to find that the Allies had a similar idea in mind. With the fate of the Germans quite clear in Donitz's mind, he told Jodl to sign the instrument of German surrender. Grand Admiral Karl Donitz would find himself sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Hans Fritsch was a peaceful German radio announcer who found himself in a courtroom simply for following orders. Joseph Goebbels, who was the Minister of Propaganda, informed Fritsch that he was to broadcast to the world the anti-Semitic views of the Nazi Party. In court, Fritsch's innocence shows through his emotional distress. A very nervous Fritsch anxiously awaits his sentencing.
Hans Fritschke, You have been accused of conspiracy to wage aggressive war, war crimes, and crimes against humanity.
Nicht das letzte Ergebnis des deutschen Widerstandes an den Fronten, so unerwartet von den Feind, ist die Befruchtung einer Entwicklung, die in den Vorkriegsjahren begann, der Prozess der Unterordnung der britischen Politik zu weitreichenden jüdischen Standpunkten. Es begann lange vorher, als jüdische Emigranten aus Deutschland ihre Kriegsstreiterei gegen uns aus britischem und amerikanischem Boden begonnen haben. Der ganze Versuch mit dem Ziel der Errichtungen jüdischer... Nein, nein, ich bin unschuldig. Ist nicht meine Schuld. Nein, ich mach nur meine...
Hans Fritzsch was found not guilty and was acquitted from the Nuremberg trials. Editor of the Der Stürmer newspaper and head of the Nazi party in Nuremberg, Julius Streicher, did not find himself with such a pleasant fate. His merciless ways and distinctive cruelty paired up to make him quite easily the most reckless defendant of the major war criminals' trial. Of course, his anti-Semitic views were displayed heavily through his newspapers, and this is thought to be what got him his high position in the Nazi party.
Julius Streicher, you have been accused of conspiracy to wage aggressive war and crimes against humanity.
With the help of his newspapers, Julius Streicher would make deals with key people in the Nazi party that would forever change the course of history. Along with 10 others, Julius Streicher was sentenced to death by hanging as a result of the major war criminals trial of 1945 in Nuremberg.
The wrongs which we seek to condemn and punish have been so calculated, so malignant and so devastating that civilization cannot tolerate their being ignored, because it cannot survive their being repeated.
The ship's always sinking and blinking at sea. What makes the British start thinking of their cup of tea? It's now the season, the reason, explain what it means. German submarines. What makes the sailors go crazy wherever they cruise? What makes the market go down? What frightens the Jews? What takes the kick out the chicken, the pork from the beans? German submarines. Listen, listen. Can't you hear the sound they're never missing? Torpedoes, torpedoes, hitting at day and hitting at night. Who sinks the trawler, the tanker, the ship full of meat? Who sinks destroyers and cruisers, the pride of the fleet? It's now the season, the reason, explain what it means. German submarines.